Information systems today are no longer built end-to-end. They are assembled. You directly control only a small part of the system, your application code. Everything else is integrated. Languages, libraries, infrastructure, database engines, data arriving from outside the system. Each component evolves independently, now changing faster, driven by AI, and no single team owns the whole system. As these components change at different rates, system behavior changes over time. When systems are assembled this way, performance evidence breaks down long before failures appear. Performance is often captured only at a gross level. Job duration, SLA hits or miss. Collected data lacks diagnostic content. User experience becomes anecdotal. It feels slower. Concurrent workloads introduce noise that hide fundamental change. Historical data is fragmented, lost, or impractical to analyze. Degradation often begins long before it's noticed. TrueBench addresses these problems by changing how tests are defined and executed. Workloads are defined explicitly, not as scripts, but as modeled execution behavior. Text execution is controlled, concurrency, timing, and variation. Test definitions and results are preserved automatically. And client-side behavior is correlated with platform-level evidence. Tests can be defined with a full-screen interface or robust command language. Now let me show you how little it takes to define a realistic workload with a full-screen interface. The full-screen text interface is designed for fast, repeatable use. Each test has a short name and a longer description to provide context. A test is composed of multiple queues, each representing a distinct workload. Let's look at the queue definition screen. Each queue defines a workload. A workload can execute a single SQL statement or a list of queries. Corresponding parameters introduce variation, so the same logical query behaves as it does in production, not like a static script. Each workload is bound to a database connection. Concurrency is explicit and controlled, and execution can be paced by percentage or by time. Workloads don't have to be SQL. Operating system commands can be executed as part of the same test. Any workload can be scheduled relative to the test start time. Queues can have control commands to stop a queue after one execution, while the others keep running. OS queues run with explicitly defined execution workers. Production systems don't run just queries, they run workflows. Once the test is defined, you choose how it executes. TrueBench supports multiple execution models: fixed work, fixed time, or serial execution. The test can be run immediately or saved as a repeatable artifact. Each execution automatically records both the test definition and the results. Over time, that history becomes evidence, and tests can be automated with the command language to execute as part of a larger evaluation suite. Modern systems change continuously, and performance evidence erodes long before failures appear. TrueBench restores that evidence, so change becomes observable, explainable, and repeatable.